Aries, welcome to your October 2023 reading. As always, you only take what is resonating for you, okay? Right, what is coming in towards our Aries collective, please? What is coming in for Aries? What's coming in for Aries? Okay, right, there's a little bit of resistance here to your energy, Aries, okay? And your first card out is the Hermit in Solitude. So, yeah, you could well be resisting something at this point in time, or just maybe not wanting to look at something when you really do need to take a look at it, okay? Avoidance is not going to work out for you. All right. Now with this one, this is what's going on internally for you. Okay, the Hermit. That's your internal energies. You might benefit from stepping back from your social life at this point in time, just for a little bit. Okay, just so that you can hear your own thoughts and figure out what it is that's going on in your head outside of the external noise. Okay. It's also about soul searching as well and going within to look for the answers. Okay, at this point in time, Aries, the answers that you need, you're not going to find externally. You're going to find them internally. Okay, right, so what's going on outside of you? The Page of Swords, education. It's possible that someone could be keeping tabs on you here with the Page of Swords. Not always for nefarious reasons. It could just be that someone is intrigued by you. They're wanting to learn more about you. They're trying to figure you out, okay? Now, externally, again, there is possibly something that you're needing to do some research on, okay, with that being education. Maybe you're needing to up your skills with something a little bit. You know, doing some Google searches or library research or something. I don't know, does anyone still go to the library these days? Each to their own, I guess. But education. Someone could be receiving an opportunity to further their higher education. This could be, right? So it's like college, university, education on some kind of work placement also. But again, with this being an external energy to you, Aries, that there is something to do with learning more about the thing that you're doing, or receiving some kind of further education. What is it that you don't see coming? The Nine of Swords, trauma. Lovely. Okay, some kind of trauma that you don't see coming. Now, here's the thing, Aries. We started off your read with this one, and I was saying that you're needing to go within to search for the answers on something, and that you had to really acknowledge something. You were hiding away from something. You didn't want to look at it, okay? It's this. That's what that is. It's some kind of past trauma that you really do need to look at now, because you've been ignoring it for too long. What's going to end up happening is, if you keep on ignoring it, it's going to keep control over you and over your life and over your decision making, which you don't want to be doing, okay? Maybe this education is about some kind of past trauma that you've been through. All right, I feel strongly that Spirit is urging for you to temporarily disconnect from the outside noise, so that you can really focus on what it is that troubles you, what it is that is making you ill. Okay, do your research according to this trauma that you've been through, and that's really going to help this trauma to not keep you as its prisoner almost. Okay, educating yourself on ways of how you can free yourself from that. Okay, do your research about who's knowledgeable with that sort of thing, whose advice really resonates for you. Okay, so yeah, it's It's definitely an interesting way to begin your read, Aries, but again, like, the messages are not going to come out for no reason, right? There is always a reason behind the messages that come out. Okay, right, so that's your overall energy. Now we're going to take a look at your tarot. What is coming in, please, for our Aries collective for the month of October 2023. I do apologise to anyone who's sitting there going, oh my god, that was dark as fuck, or that's so negative. You know, I can only apologise, okay? I can't control the messages that come out. Somebody needed to hear it, and hopefully the right people who needed to hear it have heard it, okay? Again, I'm getting a lot of resistance that's coming through in your energy, Aries. And there's only so long you can keep those particular wolves away from your door for. Alright, so if you don't take anything else away from this read, let that be the thing that you do take away from it, okay? Right, it's coming in towards Aries, please, for the month of October 2023. Aries collective. Okay, first card out, love. Beautiful. So this would be the Two of Cups. A message here about a partnership. I'm just going to move these cards up here a wee bit, a second. Okay, that's the Nine of Cups. So the Two of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Moon. It's an interesting message there, Aries. It's like, is someone's not being completely forthright here with that Moon. Someone's afraid of what it is that makes them happy. They could be afraid of happiness because that's when things tend to go a little bit crazy. I mean, you've got gorgeous energy here, the Two of Cups to the Nine of Cups. But why the Moon? The Moon is like fears and concealments, and, you know, it's like, it can be deep, deep feelings. It's also the subconscious mind, and it's the darkness with the Moon. I'm feeling with this that someone is afraid to be happy because they're afraid that that happiness will then be taken away. But we are going to clarify this, okay? Yeah. The Five of Swords. That's why it's really important to feel out the energy that's going on, rather than just taking each individual card. You have to read the cards according to what they've come out with, and how does the energy feel. Okay, I'm reading this as honestly as I possibly can. So that message that I gave you there about someone's afraid to be happy because they're afraid that it'll be taken away, it's just been confirmed with the presence of that Five of Swords coming out. I mean, it says there, defeat. Okay, right. Well, we're gonna get advice for this anyway. Okay, so Three of Wands, the Page of Swords. Aries, I feel that Spirit is encouraging you here to move forward and to really analyze as to whether or not your fears are valid. Okay, I know that sounds a bit of a shitty thing to say, but it's like, see, with that being subconscious energies, are these fears of yours valid, or is it coming from a place of past trauma, which we've already seen in your energy? Is this your trauma that is triggering this fear? Because for a lot of you it will be, and that's why Spirit right at the start was telling you, look, time for you to do some research, and find out how you can make peace with the trauma of the past so it's not keeping you prisoner. For someone, it is keeping them prisoner. Yeah, Seven of Swords, Page of Coins, and Death. Okay. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, a Cancerian, or a Scorpio. You could also be dealing with an Aquarius or another Aries as well. Or a Virgo. You could be, but you don't have to be. They could be placements in your own chart, of course. It's more to do with the energy anyway, rather than the actual zodiacs. You're definitely going to have to change something up here, Aries. They're saying principle. It's the principle of the thing, or have principles. It's what principle? It's the principle of it. I'm gonna have to start clarifying this, Aries, because again, I'm feeling that pushback super strong that is actually affecting the way that these messages are coming through. You've got Temperance here, that's Sagittarius energy, balance, patience, moderation, taking your time with something. That's also healing as well with Temperance. It's under that one, the King of Wands. Yeah, you're not able to fully unleash your power, your strength, your ambition at the moment. You're not fully able to completely unleash your desires until this trauma has been dealt with. As I was saying with this Temperance, see how she's standing in the water. And in this deck, she's got both feet in the water. In traditional tarot, she's got one foot on dry land and the other foot is in the water. Well, in this deck, both her feet are wet. Okay. Spirit's telling you, Aries, it's time for you to get your feet wet. Can you clarify what's going on with this Seven of Swords for Aries, please? There's a past betrayal here that has really done a number on you. Two of Cups, Five of Swords, Seven of Swords. It's like it's there, it's constantly there. Why that Seven of Swords, please? Why that Seven of Swords for Aries collective? Seven of Swords is coming out again. Ace of Cups in reverse with a Seven of Swords, which was more or less off balance, and your Six of Wands, which is also off balance. I am feeling this energy, Aries, as someone's not being completely honest with you. And again, that's going to trigger wounds of the past. I feel someone is going through a breakup here. Now, that doesn't necessarily need to be a romantic connection. Okay, you could be breaking up with a business partner. There could be some kind of family feud that's going on here as well, or an argument with a friend. You suspect that someone is lying to you here, Aries, and you're being proven correct. Someone is definitely being less than honest with you. But the situation indicates you don't know how to handle that, because their behavior at the moment is really triggering for you. Due to your past, Nine of Swords. Like, you're seeing a lot of similarities between what happened to you in the past and what's currently going on with this individual that you're dealing with right here. With these coming out off balance, it indicates that someone's going to get caught red-handed. They could be twisting something to fit with their rhetoric, being really, really hurtful. It feels like whoever this is, Aries, they're setting out to hurt you somehow. Clarify that Page of Coins. Clarify it, thank you. That's reversed. Yeah, 10 of Coins reversed. It's the loss of a connection, a loss of a relationship, a breakup. Again, family disputes for some of you. I think I'm seeing this, Aries, as someone has tried to drag your family members into their argument with you. Clarify death. Thank you. Ace of Wands. So it comes from a place of jealousy then. Because you're going through this transformation. You're going through some kind of a renewal here with that death energy. You're putting an end to something also. So that you can Ace of Wands, so that you can put your time and efforts towards something that is new. For some of you, you could be dealing with a spiteful ex here. Trying to stop you from moving on. Yeah, like 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's an ending. Whatever this is getting at, Aries, this connection or relationship that is coming to an end, it was inevitable. Like this is a situation where you weren't supposed to be in that, or I should say that person wasn't supposed to be in your life for the long term. Your 3 of Wands is central to everything else that's going on around you, Aries, which is rapid growth, expansion, future proofing, future planning. In this deck, it's called Established Strength. So someone tried to destroy you. They tried to destroy you. But you're slowly and surely finding your strength again. Probably through that research that you've been doing here. See how you got the Page of Swords now that's come out twice. You clarify the 5 of Swords. Thank you. Yeah, the Hermit. Ask yourself why. Why they tried to break you. Because they saw in you what they themselves do not possess. And that should give you strength. Clarify the Moon. Thank you. Yeah, the King of Cups. So the Moon with the King of Cups, that's one of two things. That's hidden feelings. So maybe now you're in the situation where you feel that you have to keep your feelings hidden, that you're not allowed to express emotion, that you have to keep how you feel to yourself. Or that could be someone who is being really emotionally unavailable when it comes down to dealing with you. Clarify the 9 of Cups for Aries, please. Thank you. Hanged Man. You're being asked to reevaluate what it is that gives you joy in life, where you feel happy in your life. Somebody probably tried to make it your responsibility to make them happy also, which is completely wrong. Because happiness, that's something that you create for yourself. So you create a lifestyle that you're happy with, and then a byproduct of that lifestyle is your happiness. And then you share it with someone else. Someone could have been expecting for you to make them happy, which doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Because it doesn't exist. It's not a thing. I've always said that. And clarify temperance. Aries, thank you. Yeah, 10 of Cups, there you go. So with time and patience, you do get your 10 of Cups. But you're not going to get your 10 of Cups, Aries, if you don't get a hold of this trauma. If you keep ignoring this, it's going to keep you prisoner forever and a day. Whatever that is, you have to make peace with it. You make peace with that, you're then going to be able to start creating your 10 of Cups. Your ultimate happiness. That's what's stopping you. It's under that, yeah, temperance again. Both times at the bottom of the deck as well. So you've got your angels, your ancestors, your guides, whichever name you prefer to use. You have got them watching over you here, Aries. You have a healing message for our Aries collective. So the theme of the month for you guys is going to be shadow work. For definite. Have a healing message for our Aries collective. Stop resisting it. Okay. Healing message. Thank you. Interesting. Hex, sacrifice, and arenda. Okay. So we're going to do the arenda one as the fill message, and then we're taking these two intuitively. Okay. Be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. And sacrifice. What can you let go of? So here it goes, Aries. For those of you who are resonating with this read, and of course it's not going to be absolutely everybody, the ones who do resonate have become used to being hurt, which is a bit shitty. Okay. Of course everybody gets hurt. That's part of life, but you shouldn't be expecting to get hurt, because that's what you're used to, that's what you're accustomed to. When it gets to that point, you know that there's something weird that's going on. Okay. And again, it's all to do with how you refused to acknowledge your past traumas and make peace with that, right? You do have someone here around you who is being less than honest, right? Now, they are going to reveal themselves in due course. The best thing to do in this situation, Aries, is to wait and be patient and let this person trip themselves up. Okay? You keep doing you, let them trip themselves up. And again, I don't know if this is a situation to do with an ex, if it's a family member, if it's one of your friends, a work colleague. I don't know, because I'm not seeing the specifics. Okay, it's a general read. It's really, really difficult to get the beeline specifics on a general read. The best I can do is describe the type of energy that is around you, Aries. You've been suspicious of this individual for a while, working against you, and your cards are indicating that you're not just being paranoid at all. Someone might have just told you, oh, you were being paranoid because you were getting too close to the truth. That's when others come out with their mind games and their manipulations, because the other person is getting too close to the truth. You got too close to the truth here, Aries, and they tried to shut you down. It's time for you to surrender, work through, and then release whatever that Nine of Swords was that you were dealing with right at the start of your read, where I kept saying there's resistance here, there's resistance here. Stop resisting it, Aries. You need to surrender, process, work through something, and then release it. It was this Aranda, number 22. Honor your mystical and creative force. There is a mystical force that is present in all people that empowers them to affect the world or affect change in their own lives. Aranda appears when it's time for you to make a sacrifice in order for you to move into the next creative expression of self. Of course, my cat would have to start having her sneezing. I'll be back in a second. Okay, where were we? Aranda appears... I'll have to take another break. I'll be right back. Okay, third time lucky. So the problem is, guys, she's allergic to feathers, but she loves to play with feathers. So all that dust from the feathers goes up her nose and irritates her. But we can't stop her from playing with them because it's like her favorite toy ever. It's just unfortunate that she is allergic to the thing that she loves the most. Okay, Aranda appears when it's time to make a sacrifice in order to move into the next creative expression of self. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be part of your rebirth process, Aries. Okay, the maiden contemplates her role in creation, the seed, then the birth, then the nurture, and finally the release, both in her ability to procreate and her choices of expressing her creative force in relationships, music, art, and food. She sits... So what they're saying basically, Aries, is the seed, the metaphorical seed, which is your potential, it's not just a case of planting that potential and then walking away and leaving it. You have to nurture it as well. Okay. This card embodies the ancient goddess as she was depicted in the Garden of Eden as a primordial omniscient serpent, which is the bearer of wisdom. If this card is drawn by a woman seeking to start a family, then it confers pregnancy and fertility. Aranda relates to all the sacred female cycles, the transition of the maiden to mother to crone, blessing them as divine and equally valuable and beautiful. So yeah, whether you're a feminine or a masculine, you're ready to give birth to something new, and I feel that this is a new version of yourself, Aries, to be completely honest with you, because for a long time yous have been stuck in this energy of feeling basically powerless when it came to certain private things to you, which you would never openly admit. But Spirit knows it's there, you know that it's there, and you know that it's been holding you prisoner. Okay, that's the thing that you're going to be working through throughout the rest of this month. Yeah, best of luck to you guys. I just really hope that has helped someone out. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading that is catered more towards your own specific needs, then you're welcome to place your booking at phoenixkeiatarot.com, the details of which you can also find in my description box below as well. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.